Hi, and welcome again to my little place in the internet where I'm sharing my practice videos on my V-Rod, which is a journey trying to get more proficient on this motorcycle and being able to handle it at low speeds with a little bit more grace. Being more smooth and being able to make those tight turns that almost everyone in the internet is looking for. Those practice videos on 18-foot turns, on all that good stuff. As you've probably seen on my other videos, I started practicing about probably like 4 months ago, but it's been not very consistent. Probably about 4 or 5 sessions, about a couple hours, 4 or 5 days in 4 months. So it hasn't been, very consistent, unfortunately, due to life, work, traveling, and normal everyday stuff. Anyway, the idea is to practice and try to not to knock those cones, like I just did. Some of these turns get a little bit wider. The V-Rod, which is a motorcycle that I picked because it was my favorite Harley for several reasons, style being one of them, but um, it's a motorcycle that I always liked, and I was fond of the reliability reports that everybody was putting out. The engine being pretty much bulletproof when well maintained, and a motorcycle that actually goes and goes and requires just the normal maintenance without too much going on. The fact that it's water cooled and in the style part, I like that 240 rear tire, in the looks. Now, what I didn't know is that 240 rear tire makes the handling a little bit more cumbersome when turning. And so I practiced on and I learned or took my MSF class on Street 500, which is a much shorter bike, and of course I knew that from the beginning. But this V-Rod is not only longer. I think it's about 94 inches long. It's pretty long, but also has got a little bit more rake, which makes the the steering kind of like floppy. Try to turn one side and the steering flops to one side or then flops to the other, but it's a different feeling, of course, and you just need to get used to it, and that's what I'm trying to do with this practice. So feel free to comment and let me know what you think about what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. I know that anybody watching my video here is gonna say, well, you're not turning your head enough, and I know that, and that's something I need to practice a lot more. I'm very conscious of that fact. It just hasn't come up second nature yet, because I'm really conscious about not dropping it. As you can see, I don't have engine guards, so uh, any low speed drop could cause some damage, most likely on the exhaust side, probably give me a few scratches there, here and there, and on the opposite side probably get some mangled forward controls and all that. So I'm trying not to drop it, of course. That's my goal, and trying to get a little bit more confident on leaning the bike at lower speeds, and getting more friction zone control, speed, throttle, all those things that go together there, and definitely this thing picks up really quick. And so throttle control comes up also with not just with friction zone, not just with the clutch, but also a little bit of front brake. So getting everything in place there has been a little bit of a chore for me. What I was doing very well in the Street 500, has taken a little bit longer on this. Now my goal is to try to get on this bike and do 18-foot turns, which I've been told is kind of difficult on the V-Rod. I always think that if you practice long enough, you're able to get some things done. But if anybody has or has a V-Rod and you guys have been doing this journey before, let me know. Are those 18-foot turns or less something feasible? What do I need to do to get there? Of course, probably gonna get that practice type of thing, but that's what I'm doing. But I think the most important part here is to learn that friction zone and the foot control for the brake, and most of all turning my head. Anyway, as you can see in this, towards the end, the turns were getting a little bit more smooth, but I still dropped the foot here and there, so not quite yet. But I have another video that I will be uploading later on, and without the cones. And I found that not having that many cones and just minding the lines kind of like gives you a little bit less to worry about. I guess you're not that concentrated on the cones, and more like the lines, and that you're not gonna run into anything just going over the line, and kind of like takes away a little bit of pressure. And I thought that on that video I was doing a little bit better. But also the difference is that I was actually doing a little bit higher speed too, so that helps a little bit. You can see in the end of this video that the little plastic cap that goes over the bulb has come loose. So that's the source of the rattle that I was hearing that I didn't know where it was coming from. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know of anything that you might think you might want to share with me, and give me some ideas on. I appreciate all the suggestions. Thank you very much.